Hi everyone, this is a new video in English and today I want to talk about the European Union non-existent strategy in the AI race. So this was in my mind a really pessimistic video, but yesterday some good news has arrived. So let's start. I have my PC here. Let's start by reading something about it and then I'll go in the pessimistic side of the video. Also because I wanted to give a little bit of optimism. That's a superpower, so we have to adopt this kind of mindset. So the news is that Ursula von der Leyen yesterday, so the 11th of February, said that the European Union has launched an Invest AI initiative to mobilize 200 billion euros of investment in artificial intelligence, and as far as I can read, this is about building huge gigafactories, so probably large AI infrastructure. The European fund is of approximately $20 billion, again euros, 20 billion euros, while the entire sum, so the what remains to arrive to the 200 billion euros, it's with pledges from private companies, investors, venture capitals, and institutional investors probably. So that these are going to instead spread to everybody. Well, what's left, so that what's not what is not just infrastructure. So of course this is good news and is a step in the right direction. These are really big amount of money, but I'm Italian. I live in Italy and I know how Italy has wasted lots of, literally billions, hundreds of billions every year for basically nothing, and with good intentions maybe sometimes, but without any kind of vision, and so basically we are way far from our competitors right now. I'm just thinking about US, of course, that's the first one, and China on the AI race. And this is not a problem of our researchers. We have incredibly talented people, and the problem is that we miss infrastructure, we miss we don't have really extensive know-how, practical application, large scale application, not just physical applications, but and also then more tech and software applications in this field. The good news is that we have really good researchers, and recently DeepSeek with gained popularity with the new models that has released, the papers, the related papers, and showed everybody how even if you are behind with enough effort, you can still make the difference. And that's not just about having the best large model. it's also about creating the entire infrastructure that needs to be running for training, for inference, and all the on cascade, all the other jobs and applications that derive from having this infrastructure set up in your country, of course, or in this case the European Union. As far as I know, the only interesting player in Europe right now is Mistral from France. France has a good network in this sector, while all the others are probably way far from the state of the art large, in this case language models, but in generally speaking large models. And this is probably because of that has different roots. The first one that comes to mind and that I've written here is that we, as a European Union, we miss a little bit of cohesion in respect to maybe China or the United States, because they have a vision as a population, as a unique population, while we are still deeply rooted in our countries. We have a language barrier that is way stronger than the US and China, and this of course doesn't help, and each country in the European Union has its own interests. So and we know this not just in the AI race, and then something that usually creates lots of jokes is the large amount of bureaucracy and how hard it is to just do business in Europe, and probably in Italy is way worse than the average European country. And this plays a big role, because the harder it is, the harder it's to just build infrastructure, try to create a product that works, a product that has traction, and then if you have to be careful on every little step that you do, because otherwise you are doing something against the law. This is really hard, and that's the problem, because it's really the effect of this bureaucracy is that Europe is slow, is a big player, but is really slow, and that's what actually scares me about these investments, because it's not just about the money. Of course it's about the money, but if you are slow, and if you don't have, okay, let's do an example. If I can build 10 large clusters, and in the US it means like an year of work, and because of all the problems and bureaucracy and the decision that we have to make in Europe, this takes 2 or 3 years. This means that for 1 or 2 years we don't have the capacity to do what we can do, while the US, for example, instead is going ahead. is doing their thing. They're innovating, and we are there waiting for that infrastructure can support us. And this is not just about the infrastructure, but with the building of a large cluster, it's easier to understand the problem. And also about this, I've recently listened to 2 talks. The first one that I think that relates really well with this. The first one was by Dario Amodei, I think it's his name. That is the CEO of Anthropic, the company behind the Claude LLM. And Dario was saying that the biggest, if I remember well, clusters of GPUs right now in the US are composed of like 100 or 200,000 GPUs, and he was forecasting that in 2026, by 2026, 2027, this cluster will become like 700,000-800,000 GPUs. That's of course it's a big jump. Also considering the fact that every year new GPUs are stronger than the year before, and also another. So while we are building our own infrastructure, the others are not sit on their let's say supremacy, but they're also pushing and they're pushing probably way stronger than us to keep their position. And also another thing that comes to mind was a little piece of interview of Jensen, the CEO of NVIDIA, where he was telling the interviewer about their work for the Elon Musk X AI cluster. So Elon Musk wanted to build the X AI cluster, and they decided to build it with 100,000 GPUs. And Jensen was basically impressed about the fact that Elon has built from nothing an entire data center of 100,000 GPUs in 19 days. A work that Jensen said is probably something that would take 1 or 2 years or maybe 3 years just for planning and then bringing together all the equipment and then build everything, make it function, make it run, make it work, and then start to use it. We are talking about 19 days, something that I don't know, probably just Elon could do. Of course, I'm not just talking about Elon. I'm talking about the people that work from Elon that are, in this case, but not just in this case, amazing professionals. And so we have to move our ass as fast as we can. And the European Commission and politics, people in general should understand that it's not just about money. Money are what matters, but not just what matters. And we need to regulate less, something that we haven't understood, and we haven't understood its implications. And just let people do their thing, to try to innovate, try to build know-how, infrastructure, and then maybe it's time to regulate. Thanks for listening. This is in any case good news from Europe, and see you in the next video. Bye.